Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The Rabbit Hole. In this episode, we'll be talking about agricultural societies, how they developed from prehistoric hunter gatherers, how did it develop, major civilizations that used it to their great advantage, and how they specialized in these things, in certain crops and plants to improve their life, as well as how did it impact the global population. I'll also be talking in that last bit a bit how agricultural societies have affected society as a whole. Anyway, let's roll that intro, and I'll see you on the other side, maybe. Oh, hello. I'm a Sam Sabara guy. I specialize in paleontology and archaeology, sort of. I have no degrees. I don't know what I'm doing. Paths told me to come in and talk about the different hunter-gatherer societies across the world. Um, but we've got to start from the beginning. You got the Homo habilis, the first one to leave Africa. It spread out and diversified into things like the uh, hobbits in Indonesia, Homo sapiens, of course, Neanderthals, and the Donovans. Ooh, Capuchin. Capuchin monkey. Oh, sorry. That's getting off topic. Anyway, after the agriculture developed around the 12,000 years ago, after the Pleistocene glacial period, or the Ice Age to most people's knowing, when it started concluded. The move to from hunter-gatherers into sedimentary is known as the Neolithic Revolution. Neolithic, by the way, means New Stone Age. Love that name, don't you? Anyway, the revolution is speculated to be attributed to changes in climate and a greater population density, which led to overhunting of wild animals. So, humans did humans. We adapted. We, what's the word? Crikey. We tamed and bred specific plants like modern day wheat, carrots, all these kind of things to suit our needs, which works quite well. Includes also breeding animals like, well, cattle, sheep, pigs, the like. Uh, Farming practices saw more populations in singular places. This meant a growth of population. Therefore, farming became heavily relied upon. Uh, Domestication of animals, places caused changes in their forms to suit our needs, like dogs becoming more docile and, well, overall kinda, because dogs are cool. Uh, uh, but I'm getting off topic. Uh, that's not my job, apparently. Anyway, hunter gatherers evolved from sedimentary due to pressures in the world, not because they're primitive. I gotta make that abundantly clear. Anyway, that's my part over, I think. Um, See you next video when I get to come on, and over to you, whoever's next. So, why did I choose Mesopotamia? Well, because of what it invented. But before I do that, let me talk about what Mesopotamia is geologically and geographically. Mesopotamia, which a picture of it should be there, is this large area in the Middle East of a which is primarily semi-arid, so pretty hot, which from a vast desert to the north that gives way to marshes, mudflats, lagoons, and even reed banks. This environment is not completely exploited at this time due to, well, being a desert. It's pretty hard to live in a desert in modern day, the year of our Lord 2023, let alone back in the Mesopotamian times of in my notes I don't have the year date, so I'll put that up there. Anyway, but they knew what crops could work. Mesopotamians are known for growing cereals such as barley and wheat, which is a type of wheat. Legumes? What the hell's a legume? Well, if you don't know what a legume is, there's a legume. As well as date palms, grapes, and of course, sheep farming, because no one loves sheep more than humans, I guess. Anyway, To make this dry environment more easily accessible, they invented a couple things, as well as certain things that as a result of being agricultural, such as language, written language specifically, and they invented math. I will murder them. Damn you, Mesopotamians. Anyway, I can quell my rage for now. Mesopotamians also invented irrigation. This allowed people to use land that uh, what could not be used before, diverting water into areas that needed the water to improve the lives of those, creating more. You might be asking yourself, keen viewer, how did the Mesopotamians have all this surplus without it going bad? Well, that's very smart of you. I didn't know until I searched up. And, well, of course, the Mesopotamians knew. They did this for meats, and other things that can't be preserved by converting them into another thing by pickling, ew, and turning grain into flours and beers. Did you say alcohol? I called dibs, ref. That alcohol is mine. I heard it first, partner. That alcohol is mine. You know they drank them out of straws, right? Like there's a tablet showing them drinking it out of straws, right? Uh, Vlad is gonna be a charitable communist. You can have the first bit, ref. Yeah, nah, partner. I think I'm gonna pass. Hey, Vlad, do you wanna just go down to the local distillery and let Past have this his weird ass alcohol? You guys are really passing up alcohol? Wow, you must be really going for that sobriety stuff. Not like I would have it either. Anyway, yeah, they made beer. Um, as I mentioned before, there's a picture. Anyway, this process ensured the grain didn't go bad, with pickling doing the other half. Oh, hello, it's me, Jeff again. So, Pa Scott is telling me to tell you why the surplus stuff of population and that, but I want to give you a fact about beer. So the reason why they the Mesopotamians and many other cultures drank beer out of straws is because of pulp. Because no one likes pulped drinks. If you like your orange juice with pulp in it, you're a psychopath. Anyway, so why the surplus? Well, the surplus predictions say it could be upwards of 25% higher population after agriculture due to this and smaller areas of that. And we've only grown from that. I theorize that without agriculture, we would still have a population quite big, but just not big enough for it today, due to there being a quite literal cap of how many people can be around without killing anything in its path. So, there you go. Um, I gave most of what I needed to tell you in a minute and 15 seconds. I'm more efficient than anyone else. I hate everyone. Anyway, hello. So, to wrap this video up, I'll be just quickly telling you what we've learned today. That the Mesopotamians drank beer out of straws, and somehow that made Vlad and Ref not want to drink alcohol. Bless whoever's up there. Jeff told you that our population increased by about 25 times, according to Khan Academy, by the way. Yeah. All sources will be somewhere. And, what else? Oh, yeah. Hunter gatherers aren't primitive, guys. They just have a different way of life. Chill out. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.